Hi everyone, this is Julie Bruns. Welcome to the Peace and Possibilities podcast. I want you to thrive and be happy, peaceful, and content, no matter where you are on your journey. This podcast shares stories that will show you how it can be done, no matter what your circumstances. You'll be inspired and come away with a new spark of an idea. Never forget, anything is possible. New episodes are released every Wednesday. Subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. This helps others find our content and get happier sooner. To possibility and beyond. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Peace and Possibilities podcast. Thanks for joining. I wanted to talk a little bit today about finding joy at work and at home with everything going on in this crazy time in 2020 and everyone having to evaluate how they do things at home because everyone's working at home more and kids are at home, students are back at home, and everyone's trying to adapt to this crazy, unprecedented time. I just wanted to share a few tips on how to be a little bit more joyful when you're working at home. So what I'm going to talk about real quick comes from a book called Joy in School by Stephen Walk. W-O-L-K, and Stephen talks about how to apply being more joyful at school, and I wanted to adapt it a little bit to talk about how to be more joyful at home and working from home. So number one, find the pleasure in learning. So of course, there are people out there that love to learn, and there are people out there that wish they would be anywhere else but at school. But right now, being at home is going to feel a little bit isolating. And if you can find the pleasure in learning, so whether it's through books, through podcasts, through videos, all kinds of ways, through technology, obviously on your phone, on the TV, find those pleasing things about learning and go teach yourself something new. Have you wanted to always learn an instrument? Have you wanted to always learn how to speak a different language? Those kinds of things that can distract you from everything crazy going on right now will help you find pleasure in learning, and you'll be more, what happens with that is because you are experiencing more joy, you will be more creative and more focused and more excited to do all those other necessary things you have to do in your everyday work environment. Number two, give people in your house choices. So whether you live by yourself and there are people that you need to help outside of your home, or there are people that you live with that you're not used to spending all this time with, so your kids, your spouse, etc. Give people choices. So if you, like for me, for example, I have a teenager. So would you like to study in your room? Do you want to set up an extra monitor? Would you prefer to be where it's bright? Would you prefer to be by a window? Would you prefer to be at a desk or at a table? So you can ask your family members what they prefer and make it the best scenario you can for the time being, so everyone's just a little bit more comfortable. It doesn't have to be like, well, this is how you've always done things. Everyone's experiencing something new right now, so why not figure out what works best for each individual, because every person prefers different environments, right? Find out what works best for each person in your home. And then take time to tinker is one of his tips in the book. Take time to tinker is really reflecting about things that have gone well. So because we're all focused on what's going to be happening and it's unclear how long we're going to be in this state of uncertainty, we will have extra time on our hands. And if we can reflect about things that have gone well in the past, things you've accomplished, things that you are excited about, things that you are proud of, you can write these down. This is very helpful to write them down and see as the list grows, everything that you accomplished, and then maybe even some of the things that you'd like to accomplish over the next several weeks while we're all sequestered a little bit more and isolated. These will be great ways to expand the possibility of what you can accomplish later on. And then when you're thinking about what you've already accomplished up until now, your mind starts to say, oh, remember, okay, I am capable of this. I did do that. And we all need reminders of it because everyone gets so focused on having to create and produce more going forward. What's the next thing you're going to achieve? But if you sit back and take time to tinker and think about what's gone well at work and in your home life, This is going to open up some more ideas and make you feel prouder and more confident, which is only going to reflect better in everything you do. One more tip: get outside and get some vitamin D, get some fresh air. It does some great things for your brain and your body. I don't have to tell you that exercise obviously is great for your body. Exercise also boosts your immune system, which is something we all need more of now, more than ever. Exercise also helps your mind. It helps you clear your head. It helps you get new ideas. It helps you distract you from other things that you're thinking about, and gets you out into the universe and exploring everything that's great about where we live and what's outside. And then it also obviously gives you access to fresh air and vitamin D, and we need that vitamin D to be healthy too. And we can get that obviously through supplements, but being outside in the fresh air and in the sun, even if it's a little bit cloudy out there, you're still getting some vitamin D. So get outside. And also, you're going to be seeing other human beings, which you're not doing much of when you're stuck at home every day. So do that as much as you can. Get outside, get some fresh air, at least a little bit, 20 to 30 minutes every day, whether you're riding a bike, walking, even if it's snowing outside, wherever you are, you can do that as well, and just bundle up. You're going to be so glad you did, and you're going to feel so much better about the day. So break it up and get outside. Can really help you feel more joyful when you get back home, when you have to get back to work. So use some of these tips and tricks to be a little bit more joyful, and you will not be sorry. Get out there and enjoy more, you guys. Take care. Thanks for listening. If you love this content, please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or whichever platform you found us on. You can get all my social media links in the description below. Help us keep the momentum going so that every person can live their lives happily, doing work they love.